Welcome to the Crypto Engine channel. My Discord trading group will get notified of this post first, but then I'll post it to YouTube, and then of course I'll go over this on the live stream, which I am doing tonight, and then I'll also be live Monday 11 p.m. Central Time. But this stream tonight that I'll be doing is to make up for the stream where I can't go live tomorrow because I'm working my regular job. Anyways, looking at this on the weekly time frame for Bitcoin, I'm going to go down to the Coinbase chart. By the way, we do have a new full moon tonight, so usually that's when Bitcoin gets a bounce, but no, not always. But that is usually more of a bullish time. So the next 2 weeks, I'm hoping for some upside here in crypto. Bitcoin does need to get above that resistance at $65,500. That is weekly support and resistance right now. Obviously, we're well below it, so that will be acting as resistance. What I do like longer term for Bitcoin is on this weekly update, I want to talk about the weekly chart. The weekly chart is getting ready for a bounce. It did try to go up a little bit, and then it curved back down, but it is ready for the bounce. Also, I still see this. It's been chopping up a little bit, but still the measure move is around $87,000, $88,000 on the weekly time frame. To me, this falling wedge is still valid as long as Bitcoin does not make a new low below 60,500. But Bitcoin is in danger of making a new low below 60,500 if we cannot reclaim 65.5. So it's very important that this full moon comes into play here. What I do like here that I see on the 3-day time frame is look how fast this got oversold. It went basically straight down and got oversold in about a week and a half. So that is a very good sign for a higher low, hopefully, on the 3-day time frame. 2-day has been oversold for a while. You did have some bearish divergence, but overall, I like what I'm seeing on some of these time frames. This is a little bit lower than I would like to see a falling wedge go, but overall, if we can hold that low there at 63,300, make a slightly higher low than the previous one on the 2-day time frame or on the daily time frame that we're on now, that's good. The problem is we're not on support, so it could easily go back down to 60,500, and if we do that, I won't be very happy. But I guess I take that back. As long as Bitcoin really stays above $57,000 on the weekly time frame, that's still a higher low as far as I'm concerned, and that would still be this falling wedge is still valid as long as Bitcoin does not make a new low below $56,468. So technically, to me, Bitcoin long term is still bullish despite this red that we've seen the last 2 weeks. So 8-hour chart has bullish divergence, so we'll see if that can play out to the upside. But that is what I'm looking at right now. You do have a falling wedge here. Let me just see what the measured move is. You do have a falling wedge here. Measure move is $69,800, and you're still above the 200-day moving average. So to me, right now, I still like what I'm seeing on Bitcoin. If you would have bought when the price went above the 200-day moving average on the 8-hour time frame, it really hasn't gone below it since 27,000, which actually is very impressive. I just noticed that. That's pretty impressive. You did touch it there, but you never closed the entire candle below it. So ever since October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, the last 8 months on the 8-hour time frame, Bitcoin has been above the 8-hour 200 SMA. That's what happens in a bull market. So Bitcoin right now needs to bounce. If you don't, that's extremely bearish because in the last 8 months, you have been above, you have not been below this 200-day moving average on the 8-hour time frame. So this is a big indicator of how bullish we are here, and if we're going to stay in a bull market or if we're going to go into a bear market based on the last 8 months, you've been above it. So I don't want to see us lose this 200-day moving average on the 8-hour time frame, which right now is basically $62,000. You almost touched it again, so we'll see what happens. I want to see us stay above that. But you also have to get above resistance right here at 65,500, which is very strong. So that's what we got looking at. So if you want to remain bullish, you have to reclaim 65.5. And the bearish scenario is that you go down to 60,500, and then also on the 8-hour time frame, you'd be losing the 200, which is at 62,000. So Bitcoin, to me, if we want to stay in this bull market, I think Bitcoin needs to bounce right now and put a higher low in. So we'll see what happens. But right now, the measure move of this falling wedge is 69,500. That would get you above the weekly resistance at 65.5. So right now, I'm calling for a bounce. I'm going to call for a bounce because you're sitting on the 200-day moving average on the 8-hour time frame, and the last 8 months you stayed above it. Also, you're oversold on the weekly time frame, and you're in a falling wedge on the 8-hour time frame as well, as you're sitting on the 200-day moving average. So that's what I'm calling for, is a move above the weekly resistance at 65.5 and possibly move up to $69,419 by the end of next week. We'll see what happens, but that's my prediction right now. If you guys enjoyed this, appreciate it if you hit the like, subscribe, share this video with your friends. I know it was a longer video, but I appreciate the support, and I'll be live here shortly. I'll get this video posted to YouTube, and then we can continue with our live stream. Thank you guys, and also if you guys are watching on YouTube, I appreciate if you hit the bell notification. I do appreciate that, but I'll post this first to my trading group, and then it'll go on YouTube.